The old man found a piece of gold in the river. Buck mistakenly thought his master was fond of stones, so he dipped his head underwater and pulled out a rock. But the old man smiled and said, "It has to be gold like this." Realizing his mistake, Buck dropped the stone and fetched a gold nugget the size of a fist. Still, the old man's attention was only on the gold in his hand. Buck misunderstood again, thinking his master liked only small stones. Yet he didn't give up until he found a piece of gold as small as a tooth. Hearing his master's praise, Buck wagged his tail happily. Suddenly, a white shadow darted past. With his master's permission, Buck curiously gave chase and soon arrived in a forest. There, a white wolf appeared behind him. As it slowly approached, Buck nervously swallowed and stretched out his front paw in friendship. To his surprise, the gesture startled the white wolf. Watching it retreat, Buck lowered his head in sadness. But moments later, seeing tracks identical to the white wolf's, Buck realized they were the same kind. The next day, Buck secretly followed the wolf, yet its eyes were filled with disdain. At that moment, the wolf pack was hunting wild boar. Suddenly, a gray wolf slipped and fell into the rushing river, swept toward a dead tree hanging over a cliff. The situation grew dire. The wolves on the bank were helpless, but Buck rushed forward without hesitation. Using his powerful body, he managed to lift the entire tree, saving the gray wolf just in time. This act not only earned him recognition from the white wolf, but also acceptance from the entire pack. From that day on, Buck fully became one of them. They hunted together, though Buck never forgot the old man. After every hunt, he always brought back part of the catch for him. But the old man noticed a change. Seeing Buck happy with the wolves, he knew this was Buck's true home. Eventually, the old man decided to leave and return home. Before departing, he tossed the gold he had found back into the river, keeping only a small amount for daily needs. He formally bid Buck farewell, asking him to stay with the pack. But the night before he left, a man coveting the gold came and stole it all. In the struggle, the old man was shot. As the intruder pointed his gun at him, Buck lunged and hurled the man into a blazing fire. Moments later, the wooden cabin collapsed, burying the man in flames. The old man's wounds, however, were too severe. Buck let him rest against his back and stayed quietly by his side until the end. Not long after, Buck became the new leader of the wolf pack. Yet every time he led them past the little cabin, he could not stop himself from slowing down, knowing he would never see the old man again.